Hello there, my name is Daniel. I am a spiritual guide and I'm also a media entertainer. Let's tap into the energy reading for November of 2024. Hopefully you've watched my last video I just posted a couple days ago. Now we're diving into what it is that you're letting go and you're moving into. Remember we have a full new moon on November 1st, which you can utilize to manifest, to create, to start new projects, to envision new projects, and to set the intention for this new season, okay? So what I see right here with the downloads that I was getting is that there is an internal struggle to become who you really are. So you're having a lot of trouble letting go of your past, letting go of yourself, your old identity, and having a struggle with who you want to become, who it is that you were born to be in this earth, you know? So perhaps you're looking at the past and you're feeling worried, anxious, perhaps at the future too, but I see mostly things of the past, maybe memories. Remember that when we are thinking about something that we went through in the past, our brain doesn't recognize between reality and the story that we're telling it. So our body might experience at a chemical level the same responses of fight or flight, maybe anxiousness, worriness, fear, etc. So just be mindful of that, okay? If you are someone that constantly lives in the past and from memories, just know that you're not allowing your body to fully heal and to fully, progress into the present and into the future by carrying this weight from the past. So again, don't struggle, surrender, okay? It's gonna be easier for you to surrender and just accept the present reality, what you have around you, what your thoughts are, who you are in this moment, so it can become aligned with your future self, with the person that you want to become, okay? Because Pluto is going out of Capricorn and entering Aquarius now. And so it's like this big chaos happening, the entire month of October, maybe the first few days or weeks of November with the transition. You're going to feel like all of your emotions are, at top, memories, people. The ego can no longer live. The ego is going to try so hard to manipulate you and control you and tell you all these stories, and it was better back then, and you're this and you're that. It's like our inner human hurt person that we all carry inside, trying to tell us all these things, and you just have to surrender and let go of that, okay? Don't struggle, surrender. I see that's what you're living in October, and for the first few weeks of November, perhaps the entire month of November, I see you receiving and giving blessings, energy. So maybe this month of October, you were really trying to manifest, to reach a certain goal or to receive something, to manifest something. And, because of everything happening, maybe it had to be postponed a little bit. Maybe in terms of a career, maybe a new job, maybe a promotion, maybe in a relationship. I know that in my last video, I talked about relationships and, how it was affecting us these last 2 weeks of October. So maybe that's something that you're wanting to, carry on into November. Regardless, it's this, reawakening of the self in which you realize that there has to be a balance in your light and your dark, in how much you give, how much you receive, how much you work, how much you rest, work hard, play hard, that kind of stuff, in order for the wheel to be turning at the rate, at the time, at the frequency that it's supposed to. Because if you do too much of one thing and not so much of the other, there's going to be an imbalance, and then it's going to take you a little bit longer, to reassess and to come back into the center, which is probably what is happening right now with all the energy as a collective. So just remember that there has to be a balance, okay, of energies, equal give and take at all times. with yourself, with your connections, your relationships, and perhaps with letting go and saying goodbye to this old persona, to this old identity as well, which brings me to the next area that I want to talk about. So when you're in this transition between a yes and a no, between the past and the future, you're hanging on this rope, right, upside down, contemplating, manifesting, trying to, figure out what the next step is, reflecting, back on what you did and what you're doing, where you want to go, if the things that you are doing right now are serving you for your future. Maybe you are, asking or being asked to take a break, to come to a stop, to reassess, to realign and reimagine if the things that you're doing right now are getting you closer to your goal, to where you want to be, to the person that you want to become, or are they stopping you? Are they keeping you from advancing? Or maybe you've just outgrown them, And perhaps for some of you, you are on the right track, so please take what resonates. Maybe some of you have already been through the shift or are going to go through the shift, or maybe it's just a little upgrade that you're going through. For others, for a majority of people in this collective, might present as maybe like a crisis, or be like, oh my god, what am I doing? I don't like this anymore. I thought that this is what I wanted, but I've outgrown them. And it's like, it's okay. It's okay. Don't take any sudden or any rapid changes, any movements. Just flow with the energy and you will receive the answers. You will receive the help that you're needing. Just ask the universe, ask God, ask your higher self, meditate, pray, and it will come to you at the right time. If you need to take a few days off, do it. Focus on your health, your mental, emotional, physical health, and do that. Just that. Don't try to do everything at once. Don't try to go to every single social gathering. Don't try to fix other people's problems. Don't try to, it's sometimes in life you just have to take a guess, or say all of the above, or say I have no idea. Like when you're taking a test, and sometimes that's the right answer, who knows? So this is one of those times where you just have to literally surrender, let go, fall into the water, like I spoke in the last video, fall into the water, because the moment that you allow yourself to, sink in the water, you transform. You become this mystical creature, you become this mermaid. And it's funny because after I made that video, I was watching Harry Potter, the movies, and I believe in the 5th movie, one of the scenes is them jumping into the water, and they have to use some sort of spell to be able to breathe underwater. And it's really funny because it is exactly what I said in the reading. Like, once you fall into the water, you develop the skills to breathe underwater, to swim faster, to X, Y, and Z. And then days later, I watched that movie and I was like, holy moly, like this is exactly what I was talking about in that reading. So it just goes to show how everything starts manifesting, You watch the reading and then you're like, okay, cool, I'll wait for it. And then a couple days later, it starts to manifest, it starts to happen. So trust the process, okay, and be patient. Nevertheless, the scene in Harry Potter, it's how they have to swim in this lake, in the water, to save other people that are, just there inside the water, and they have to develop the skills to escape, other creatures, and to swim faster, and to save the people that are underwater, and finally make it to the surface again. So maybe that's what they're trying to prepare you to do, like I was saying in the last video. Go watch it if you haven't. By you transforming into this new person, which might come in the way of a tower moment. So a tower moment is, an unexpected event that shakes your world, that crumbles everything down, and allows you to be reborn, to be transformed again. Imagine quite literally a building having to be, destroyed, so a new building can be built, can be born. Like in the movie Harry Potter, the tower moment is them jumping into the water and finding that there's all these creatures trying to attack them and all these obstacles, and so that's the tower moment, right? And they survive it, and then the outcome is or the climax is, oh, they finally win, they make it to the surface, they escape, and they save these people. So by focusing on the outcome, not on the problem, focus on the outcome, and that's how you're gonna get through the problem. It's almost like running a race, and the more that you focus on, oh my god, I'm running out of breath, I'm so tired, I'm thirsty, the sun is so hot. If you keep focusing on all those problems and all that negativity, you're gonna make it harder on yourself. Your body is going to, like, you know, give up and be like, okay, I hear you. But if instead you're focusing on, oh my god, the finish line is just a couple feet away, I know that I'm gonna make it, I know that I'm strong enough, I know that I can find the way, find the light. Focus on the light, and that's how you're gonna make it through. Focus on the outcome, okay? So it's this like full alignment in belief and faith and trust in yourself, higher purpose, a higher source, that what you're going through right now, the transformation that you're going through right now, is ultimately getting you closer to that outcome that you want to manifest. And instead of playing the victim or having that negativity rain on you, you know, like, oh my god, it's raining, I hate the rain, I'm gonna get wet. Be like, oh my god, it's raining, how exciting it is. You know, when I was a child, I used to dance in the rain and play in the rain. You know, turn that mentality so you can at least enjoy the tower moment, you know, that you're going through, or this transformation. You don't exactly need to know where you're heading or what is happening or who you're transforming into. Because what would be the beauty in that? What would be the surprise in that? What would be the excitement of that, you know? Just focus on, okay, this is happening, but I know that I'm gonna make it out. I know that when I come out of it, I'm gonna turn into this beautiful butterfly, you know? After metamorphosis happens, I'm going to turn this beautiful butterfly. Even though it's uncomfortable right now, I know that I'm turning into a beautiful butterfly. And so you finally turn into a beautiful butterfly and you make it through. Why? Because you're only becoming stronger in character, and you are, in a way, solidifying the reality that you want, and erasing the reality that you no longer want. Okay, so right now, have your priorities really, really set. You know, that's very important. Tell the universe exactly what you don't want, what you want them to remove from your life, and what you do want to see manifested. If you want to become a professional baker or a professional chef or a professional whatsoever, start telling the universe that, okay, I have outgrown this position that I'm in, I've outgrown this life that I'm in, or this home, or this town, or this lifestyle, and I want to become this other thing. I want to move to this place, I want to meet these people, I want to be this person. And the universe is going to be like, okay, note it. We're going to give you the tools, I was going to say the school. We're going to give you the school, like we're going to give you the lessons, we're going to give you the tools, or we're going to give you, you know, the lessons and the tools for you to form the skills, for you to form the abilities, for you to form, you know, those links, those connections in order to become that person, or to move to those places, or to be that professional baker. And by doing that, you are surrendering, you are trusting, you're moving in faith, you're moving in purpose. And that's truly like walking on water. You know, you're moving to the next place, you're moving to the next thing, knowing that you're not sinking anymore, because you already became that, you already went through that. So there's no reason for you to go through that again, because you've acquired the ability to walk on water. You know what I mean? After sinking, after drowning, after swimming, after all of it, you learn how to swim, you learn how to fly, you learn how to walk on water. And so now it's easier for you. You know, when something comes your way, or when an opportunity presents itself to you, now you will be ready. It's like, imagine this spiral, and instead of going down, you're going up. And you're thinking, oh, wait a minute, I've already been through this. I've already, you know, met this type of people, or I've met this kind of person. But instead of, you know, thinking that you are in that same level, you're like, actually, I'm looking down on that. They're like 3 floors down. I'm up here. I'm not going down, I'm going up. So you're not sinking again, you're moving upwards. Even if you get presented with those things, sometimes we intertwine with other energies, you know? And I don't mean that you're above anyone else. I mean like situations, energy, frequency, etc., etc., etc. you get it. But again, be patient. It takes a lot of consciousness to be able to know, exactly where you're at, which level. Not that you have to know, but it helps sometimes, to know, like, oh, actually, I went through that last year. How can I handle it better this time? Or how can I do better? How can I be better? And that's how you know you're moving upwards. You don't grab onto the problem and jump again into the water, because then what would all that practice before, or all those lessons. So again, be patient with yourself. A lot of self-love, a lot of self-care, a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer is going to be very beneficial for you to be able to move through this. And just expect in November, and we'll do another touch-up in a couple of weeks, but just expect your relationships, your connections, your energy, your vibration to strengthen, to solidify, to become one with another person's energy, to become more affluent. So more, I see this access of energy, this access of happiness, this access of knowledge, of wisdom just exuding from you, this access of light just exuding from you, because now you have the confidence, you have that power, that inner light inside of you that will continue to burn, and guide others and help others. That's another thing that I was seeing. It's like, by you going through this transformation, even though you're going through it, it's like a diamond in the rough, right? You get stepped on and you get all these things happening to you, but then you become this beautiful butterfly, then you become this diamond, you become this star. And so you're going to be the one guiding others, you're going to be the one teaching others and showing others that it is possible, that even though they're going through it, there is a way out. You're going to be there to guide them with your voice, to reach out with your hands, to pull them out of the misery, to, your light is going to be the way, the guide. So that's the outcome. Okay, that's the outcome. That's the light at the end of the tunnel. You going through all these transformations and all these lessons and all this turmoil and chaos, it's for you to be able to transform into this star, into this guide, into this butterfly, and guide others and teach others and show others the way. And when you put it in that perspective, suddenly every single interaction, every single connection, every single thing that you go through, every single lesson becomes a little more easy to navigate, a little easier to navigate. If you keep this in perspective, if you keep this in your mind. And gratitude is going to be very important, and gratitude with the people around you, especially. If somebody, opens the door for you at the supermarket, if you're looking for change in your purse, and then the person behind you hands you that change, or the cashier tells you it's okay, save it, like it's on me. Those are little ways that the universe is showing to you that they're taking care of you, okay? Through people, through situations, through experiences, maybe through the movies that you're watching, like I just mentioned right now. And also, like I said before, it's an equal give and take. So by you giving, you're going to receive, and by you receiving, you're going to give. So the same way that somebody holds the door for you at the supermarket, you should probably hold the door for someone else at the, at the mall or wherever. Help them with their groceries, etc., etc., etc. And also the people around you that have been, that have been there for you and that have been a pillar for you. When somebody comes and gives you a hug, actually give them a hug. Feel it. Literally transfer your positive energy into them, because you never know if that person is in need of a hug. Maybe that hug itself is going to save their lives. You never know. So be nice, be kind, share a smile, give a hug, and continue to show by example, to live in grace, to live in gratitude. Because with everything happening in the world right now, the very first thing that we need right now is compassion. We need goodness, we need kindness. We need good people on earth right now. So be that good person. I think that's it. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video. My name is Daniel. I go by Danny. And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, and also here on YouTube if you want to keep watching. I'll be posting more of these. I'll be posting predictions of the future. I'll be posting, you know, some dreams and my interpretation of them, and a lot of good surprises. So yeah, lifestyle, etc. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping me company in this journey, and hopefully you were able to listen and decode some messages that I shared with you today. I'm Daniel. I'm a spiritual guide. I'm a media entertainer. I love you. God bless, and may God make all your dreams come true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye. See you soon.